She is here, Brady Godfrey, holistic nutritionist, health coach, and all-around nice person. And of course,
that she is.
We're talking
right.
Brady Godfrey back to school treats that can be good for you. You are the protein queen.
I am the protein queen.
That's going to be on your website now.
Which I know people always say that. I'm like, y'all, I know, I try not to like just beat that into the ground, but I am an advocate of your whole foods in general. But the protein is the macro that usually people miss out on. So I've seen what it can do to kind of change everything for people. It's not saying just eat that. It's just saying have that adequate amount. Most people forget it. Most people grab, other things first, and then their blood sugar is like this, and that's not good. We want it to be stable.
So today we're talking about snacks. Kids are back to school.
Yeah.
You're a sports mom, so the kids need to be fueled up and ready to go. So you have something that parents can make at home that's quick and the kids love.
So what my rule is the less snacks, and for adults too, that you can get out of a plastic bag, processed stuff, the better. So even though, you look at, you're like, well, peanut butter, well, I'd rather you have a food that's not just out of like Cheez-Its and Goldfish and all that stuff. Those are fine. We have those in my house too, but I want you to actually make stuff. So, that's why the protein balls came in, because you can do a little bit of fun stuff that the kids like, and then you can add in the good stuff as well. So let's take a look. All right. So we're going to do a cup of, and all this is on my Instagram.
Well, it looks good, doesn't it?
It does.
It's just the peanut butter.
But Jackie don't eat peanut butter.
Jack can't eat peanut butter.
I'm going to buy almond butter.
And everybody always asks me about peanut butter, and you can do. I do this with almond butter. But I always say the least amount of ingredients, the better. Okay, so
keep it simple.
Like that's just like keep it simple. All right, this is a cup of oats.
Some oats.
Yeah. All right, this is my favorite, y'all. You put in protein powder, any protein powder, but this is my favorite protein powder. It's called Just Ingredients because there's just ingredients.
Just ingredients, nothing crazy that you can't
pronounce.
pronounce.
But I like this because it has so many different flavors, so you can mix things up. So today we're going to do snickerdoodle, a scoop of that.
That's the one way the kids will eat it.
Now wait, is that chia? You said
these are chia seeds.
What they make chia pets out of?
No, we talked about this. Well, I don't know. Maybe is it? Did I research that?
Yeah.
I need
Does that grow grass in your gut?
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah. Try it,
research.
Jack.
Is that the same chia? I don't think so. I think that's
I didn't know. Well, it's chia.
All right, so then you're going to put two. The honey just kind of keeps it together. If you don't have the honey, then it's
like the glue of nature.
Yeah,
so
then we mix it all together.
Ooh.
Now, what's really great, and my boys like to put chocolate chips in it, which I'm fine. If you're not getting your sugar, if you're not eating a bunch of sugar, then I'm like, fine, put a little chocolate chips in it, and it kind of. But what's great about these protein balls, y'all, and sometimes you have to mix it in there to get it in there, but you can put them in the refrigerator and they last like a week, and then they just
pop them out.
Yep. Yeah. And you don't need a lot of them. About one protein ball is about 200 calories, 10 grams of protein. So, if you're an adult looking at that stuff, then, probably one would be better.
Well, are things like that in your book? I mean,
yes.
I always ask you to bring this.
I know, Jack always gets mad at me because I don't bring it. But then, y'all, this is the kind of messy part.
This is when you have to actually scoop it.
But this is what I always say. Put this like this in the refrigerator.
And let it harden up.
And let it harden up, and then you can take it. So then after you do that, and I'll just show you how to do it since I'll get a little messy. You just take one out that side.
Roll it up.
You roll it around. And
so it's not too bad.
No,
And that's 200 calories.
Yep. Well, that one's small, I would say.
That'd be a small ball. Be 100 calories.
There you go.
So more so like that.
The protein queen.
Sometimes I just stick a little chocolate chip on top too.
Well, yeah, because go a little crazy, right?
So these are great. You just put it and having them in the fridge.
I would offer you some, Jack, but
grab a little pinch, see what you think.
But you're not against chocolate.
No, I'm not really against anything.
That's good.
Isn't it good? I'm really more so like, what else can we put in this to make this better? So a lot of my recipes too is how can I make this healthier? I think a lot of people go to so extreme.
Right.
And so really my recipes are like, hey, let's get in a good protein source, let's get in vegetables, let's put some fruit. Like a lot of our sides at home, or a lot of our meals, like if we do a traditional like taco meal, if you look at tacos, you got a protein, you can do vegetables, and then our side is always fruit.
But you know this. I think a lot of people like me just think, well, protein, that would be meat. chicken steak. See, we just don't know.
Yeah, the different, right. And I always tell people that having a protein powder, I don't want it to be your first go-to, but it really does help. You know, do some different things. You want to mix things up. You don't want to do the same thing over and over again, because especially with kids, I'm fine with that, but kids get bored with that.
And
so
these are delicious. I could eat 12 of those.
Well, yes.
Wouldn't be a good caloric
Eat 2 of them.
intake.
Well, and also for kids, like I've got boys who are growing and need, and I said this on my post, these are a little bit more calorically dense, but they're really good for him. You know, my middle is going from baseball directly to football, and he's got like 30 minutes, so he needs something to throw in really fast that can get him through a 2-hour practice.
Peter Pan or Jeff?
I think that's like a whole, I think that's
a
natural one.
No sugar in there.
No sugar.
It tastes good though.
But if you,
what I licked was good.
But if you add it with the protein powder, it kind of evens it out.
There you go. Yeah. You can always follow Brady at bradygodfrey.com and on social media as well. If you don't know all the stuff, she's always giving those tips out there along with recipes. Also get the Reset Method, her book as well. Thank you.
Can we get this online? Can we order this online?
You sure can. It's on Amazon.
Amazon.
Yeah, look at me. Aren't you proud? I know.
All right.
Go to Amazon.
Thanks, Brady. We'll see you next time.